Good evening. A Lloydminster man arrested for child pornography has been sentenced to just over 2 years behind bars. Doug Hatcher was handed down the jail time this Monday. Now, the 55-year-old was charged with child pornography stemming from an incident in Regina last summer. Now, as well, prior to a court appearance last July at the Saskatchewan courthouse here in Lloydminster, he shot at police with a pellet gun and flare gun in the alley in an attempt to commit suicide by cop. Now, Hatcher had been in custody ever since. Newcap Broadcasting held events across our region yesterday in an effort to raise funds for the flood relief in southern Alberta. Now, the 4 radioathons saw an overwhelming amount of donations from people in their communities. Support for the victims of the Alberta flooding was obvious by the large amount of money raised. The barbecue at Sobeys, held by Lloyd FM, collected more than $9,500. Now, K-Rock in Cold Lake raised just over $9,400. Wayne FM and Wainwright brought in $9,500, and the Spur in St. Paul raised $1,200 and will be hosting a barbecue tomorrow afternoon as well. Now, all the funds, roughly $30,000, will go to the Canadian Red Cross. Well, an update to the loose Zodiac boat we told you about earlier this week. The owner has been found safe and sound in Sherritt Park. He says the boat was tied to his dock, but because of the storm and flood waters, the boat was sent downstream through the North Saskatchewan River. Now, it was eventually found by Maidstone RCMP. Police advise people to be careful all in and around bodies of water at this time. Well, the air weapons range isn't just an important training tool for 4 Wing. It also means a lot to the Bonnyville and Cold Lake area. The economic boost from the oil production from the range is a major driving force behind the economy in the region. And as Clayton Brown explains, it doesn't look like production will be slowing down anytime soon.
Cenovus' Foster Creek facility is one of the largest operations on the air weapons range. Currently, the company is a third of the way through a 3-phase project, which will double their production in the next 3 years.
A through E phases are producing 100 to 120,000 barrels a day. Phase F will put into operation sometime third quarter 2014, G 2015, and then H in 16, and it should add essentially another 100,000 barrels a day to the total production.
The expansion isn't just doubling Cenovus' production, it's also strengthening their longevity on the range. In fact, they have plans for further expansion waiting for approval, which would bring production up to 300,000 barrels a day.
We believe with the reserves that we've identified to date, at that production rate, we have reserves to last for about 30 years of production here at those rates. So this plant's going to be here for a long time.
The big expansion means hundreds of more jobs, which won't be going anywhere for quite some time.
Part of our strategy is to employ as many of the local services, local people that we can in our operations. A lot of our operating and maintenance staff do live in the Bonnyville-Cold Lake area. Fully expanded, you would probably see another 300 people potentially coming directly from the area.
The completion for the current planned expansions is targeted for 2017. At Foster Creek, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
Grade 12 students here in Lloydminster are celebrating a major milestone in their lives. Today was their high school graduation. 231 graduates of Lloydminster Comprehensive High School accepted their diplomas this morning. The students we spoke to have some fond memories of their last 3 years.
I've tried to be involved in so much, and it's paid off in the long run. I've been able to be involved in the community, and yeah, it's been a great experience.
All the teachers at the comp are really nice. They're great teachers. They push you to do your best.
It was probably the best 3 years, I'd say, so it went really well.
The number of LCHS graduates continues to grow. This year, about 40 more of them walked across the stage compared to last year.
When I first started on the committee, we were hosting over at Lakeland College, but we outgrew that facility, and so the last 4 years we've come over to the exhibition here, and we've made it a nice big production.
This evening, graduates and their families are celebrating at the Stockade Convention Center, and as well, hundreds graduate from Holy Rosary High School today.